Hi, my name is Katie Choudhary. I'm a former elementary school teacher, now a stay-at-home mom, working on my personal trainer certifications and also running a home business in fitness and nutrition here from my home while I'm home with our 2-year-old Anthony. I like to use a lot of the tips and tricks that I used in my classroom with my students to help Anthony along his academic and learning journey at home so that when he goes to kindergarten, he will be completely ready for all the tasks at hand. So we try to work on social skills, we work on technology skills, we work on math and reading and writing and coloring, and we just try to do everything that we can, and lots of social skills with our neighbors and everything that normal moms do. One of the things that I came across in my teaching bag of tricks the other day, I seem like every couple of months I go through it again and I try to pitch the things that I know that I'm not going to use, and I always seem to find another treasure or two that are inside. And I came across these TouchMath numbers. TouchMath is a company that you can find a lot of good information about online. I'm sure of it because I found these numbers actually from them years ago, probably 4 years ago when I was not a mom, in grad school and teaching, and that was my only thought in my head was worrying about my husband and my job. So anyway, I found these touch points and they are so fantastic. I'm going to use them again with Anthony. He's seen them a couple of times, but nothing that's that dramatic where he's, yeah, we're going to do the numbers. He's by no means a genius with them, but I kind of want to show you how they work, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about what they are and how you can even use them as an adult in your everyday life. I'm just going to put these in order here. So we have our numbers, and I've got the touch point numbers from 0 to 9. And these used to hang in my room, so that's kind of why they're a little bit faded. But they are laminated, so they've been pretty good to use with Anthony. Okay, this is a 0. You see there's no dots on the 0 because there are no touch points on a 0. We don't count any number. There is nothing. 0 is nothing. 1. The child or you use your finger and or a pencil, and you touch 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And when you see that in print, obviously you're not going to see the dots. So a trick we always would remind our students, especially when I was teaching first grade, was don't forget the dot on the belly. The belly of the 5. You see how the 5 has a belly? Okay, 6 is where it gets a little bit tricky. You have to see that now there's a ring around the dot. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are your touch numbers. But now, what's so exciting about that? So what? How am I going to use it in my everyday life? Okay, when we were teaching first grade, I did a lot of mad minutes, which were 1-minute tests with just the basic addition and subtraction skills, or subtraction facts. So let's just say we're working with the addition facts. And I can tell you that there was one girl in particular. She was real petite, tiny little thing, and she loved everything about being social. She could tell you everybody's middle name. She could tell you everybody's hair color, their favorite colors, their favorite shoes. She could tell you, what they did on the weekend. But when it came to the math facts, she just didn't want anything to do with it. She liked the TouchMath and the TouchMath points because these were very colorful for her to use it as a starting point. And then she got to be able to it helped her to develop the rote facts in her mind, because obviously, eventually, we have to know our facts by heart because it'll take us forever to figure out anything like tips or balancing a checkbook if we don't have the basics. But let me show you how you would use this with basic addition or subtraction. Okay, so let's say that your child is working on the fact 3 plus 2. We look at this, and if you count all of the dots, how many dots do you end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end up with 5 dots. Okay, so when you're doing that, obviously you're going to waste time if you count the 3 dots. So you look at this and you always look for the bigger number, and you start with the bigger number and add the smaller. So we would look at this, the girl and I would look at this and we'd say, okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in a matter of seconds, she had that down. Now eventually she's going to commit that to rote memory, and she'll know that 3 plus 2 is 5. It's eventually going to happen. But when she's starting, it gives you a starting point. Sometimes you freeze too. 7 and 8, that's one that freezes a lot of kids, okay? 7 plus 8. You look at that and you gotta think, oh my gosh, I don't have enough fingers to even count that. No, I don't even have enough fingers. So what we would tell the student again is to look at the bigger number first and start with that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it really doesn't matter if the big number is on the top or the bottom. They start with that. They find it. Start 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It helps even, I'm telling you, when you do your tip, you're figuring out the tip. If you're using a calculator and you're in, the technology mode, that's totally cool. But if you're caught without it and you got to figure out a bill sometimes, when you're balancing your checkbook inside your little checkbook thing, if you still do that, those are things that like you need to have these math skills for. And sometimes when you're looking at it, even if you don't have the dots on it, there's something about, TouchMath tells you, there's something about the positioning of the dots that your brain can actually see it. And when you use your pencil, you can point to it the way that I'm pointing with it with my finger, and the way that we introduce it to the students with the finger. So that's something for you to consider and something interesting. Again, if you have more questions, you can always let me know. But also TouchMath, I'm sure, is still all over the internet. Google it, TouchMath, Touch, T-O-U-C-H, Math, M-A-T-H, and you will be able to find workbooks and posters and all kinds of information. They have tons of resources for teachers and parents alike. Hope you're having a great day. Take care. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help.